Hey guys, MD Prepper here, talking about an excellent little military surplus pickup that I got recently from Cheaper Than Dirt. This is the Swiss Camp Hatchet, or Heavy Duty Hatchet, by the Swiss military. These things are quite old, somewhere between 30 to 50 years old. Surplus pickup in brand new condition. A little bit of wear and tear from being stored and probably banged up against each other a little bit in storage, that type of stuff. But overall, an excellent little axe for about $15 is what I paid. $14.95, something like that. Can't remember exactly. Big fan of Cheaper Than Dirt. They got lots of good prices on things. Saw this a few months back, had to pick it up. Great little hatchet. You could call it a small axe. I call it a hatchet here in the South. That's what we refer to them as. This thing, overall nice, heavy steel head on it. Very big axe head on it overall, compared to, say, your little cheap Coleman stuff like that you're going to pick up at Walmart. And for the price at 15 bucks, I think this is an excellent pickup. Now, are there better axes of this size? Of course there are. But for the quality of an axe for $15, this thing is excellent. This is far better than anything else this size I've got. This is just as good as my Condor Greenland pattern hand axe. A little different grip handle style on it and all that, but overall I think this serves just as well. I've not used this a whole lot yet, just a little bit of backyard work and all that, but seems to work very, very well overall so far. Can't wait to try it out a little bit more overall, especially for 15 bucks. This is going to be a good beater. Swiss made, you know it's going to be durable. It's going to be good stuff. Let me give you some of the stats on this thing. 15.5 inch total length on this thing, about 13 inches or so, 12.5, something like that from here down. It's made out of hardwood. It's ash from what I've read. It's not American hickory, but ash is decent enough. So from what I've read, other than Cheap and Dirt side, I looked around and I've seen these things reported to be ash, and I have to assume that's what this is. No lanyard hole here on the bottom, but that's okay. I can make one if I wanted to. Now, what else about this thing? It is 2¼ pounds overall, so some good heft and weight compared to some of your lighter, smaller axes that you're going to find. You know, you may go to Harbor Freight and find that little $8 1¼ hand axe with fiberglass handle. That's okay. I've got some of those. Use those. This is better. It's twice the price, but it's probably 4 times the axe, if not better. Good stuff overall. And let's see, what else about this thing? The cutting edge on this thing is 3.5 inches. It's got a flattened backside here for hammering, splitting, etc. That's huge. You can do a lot with that. That's very versatile overall. Nice wedge in there. Very nice. There's the, I guess, the proof marking, or whatever you want to call that, right there. You can see that. Hopefully you can. It says CFL on the inside. CNF with an L below it. So, I don't know exactly what that means, but anyway. As you can tell, this thing's got a little bit of discoloration on the blade. If you see that there around the edge, on the back side, etc. Now, I think that's just primarily from long-term storage and the stickers they put on this thing for pricing and inventory, that type stuff. It does come with this little plastic rubberized little blade sheath there that just slips around the top of the blade. Very basic there, nothing special. And I think that's where all the discoloration here on the blade edge comes from. Some of it's worn off from use, and most of it's still there, if you can see that there. And I had several stickers on this when I got it, you know, back in here and here. I've tried to get most of that off, but haven't tried real hard presently. Just haven't used it a whole lot, but reasonably decent blade edge on it, especially for a camp hatchet. Works real well. There it is. I got average size hands. This thing's nice and big, nice and heavy. 2¼ pound or so. This is going to get the job done for small camp tasks. This is an excellent little camp axe. It doesn't have the nice leather wraparound snap-on sheath like the Condor Greenland pattern, but it's about the same size. I'll probably do a review of that compared to this at some point if you guys want me to. And I'll probably compare it to the little cheaper Harbor Freight one at some point. But I'm just talking about this one right now. I say for $15, $14.97 or whatever it was, excellent axe. Very old, very well made. Again, it's Swiss. Swiss make good stuff. Very good, very durable gear. I would assume this thing would last me a lifetime, even with heavy use. No problems with that. It's just got a good heft and feel to it. Now, the handle on it is not the same as we're used to probably here in the United States, with a little curve to it and all that. This is fairly straight, except up here at the top. That's okay. That's fine. Like I said before, I may drill a lanyard hole into this or something like that. You know, I don't know. Maybe not. Reasonably hefty. 2 1/4 pounds. It's going to get the job done for all your little camp chores and all of that. It's going to get it done much, much better than your cheap-made Chinese Coleman axes and all that. I've got one of those. I don't know where in the world I put it. I was going to pull that out and compare it to this one. Well, I may do that later, but this is an infinitely better axe or hatchet, whatever you want to call it. Again, nice grain on this thing. Very, very nice. Nice axe head. Nice and broad on the backside here for all of your hammering tool options. I like this thing a lot. 15 bucks. Haven't used it a lot yet. Make a great addition to your camp, to your bug out location, or just around the backyard, something like that. Whatever you want it for. For 15 bucks, this thing is great. Do I prefer the Condor Greenland pattern hatchet? Maybe, but it's twice the price, give or take. It's a little more than twice the price. This one was $15. The Greenland pattern is $35 to $40 or so by Condor Tool and Knife. An excellent hatchet as well. But for half the price, I like this. I like them both, but for cheap, for low cost prepping, I prefer this one. This is going to do the job, guys. Nothing wrong with this axe at all. Infinitely better than the little Harbor Freight 8, 9, 10 buck fiberglass handle axe and all that, which is okay for a low price, but for 15 bucks, this thing is superior overall. Well made. Just can't say enough good things about it. Wish I had some more time to use it, but just haven't. I've been busy. So I'll do some reviews if you guys want, comparing this one to some of the other low-cost options. And we'll probably do other videos once I've actually used this thing a little bit more. Just want to talk about it just because I did. Felt like it. Anyway, Indie Prepper out. Thanks, guys.